Hey guys, and welcome back to my City Builders channel here on YouTube. I'm Ben, and today I'm playing again City Skylines after quite a while, to be honest, because I was trying out several things during the past couple 20 and something days. Um, I was thinking about the option to kind of serve like two channels, Twitch on the one side, YouTube on the other side. And yeah, to be honest, I want to give you a quick recap of my experience with Twitch. And I want to tell you about the reason why I finally switched back and I stick with YouTube after now, as Twitch has been really troublesome and causing me a lot of issues, to be honest. The thing with the reason why I thought it might be a good idea to share my content on Twitch is that I thought, well, it would be possible to record both, like my YouTube recordings, high quality, 4K, good resolution, just with the sound and without any overlays. And on the other hand, I might be able to stream a little bit on Twitch my gameplay that I'm already doing here on YouTube on my channel since quite a while. But yeah, to be honest, things didn't work out as they were supposed to be, or I think, well, maybe they're not supposed to be like that. Just because of the reason that, yeah, it was my experience with Twitch wasn't the best, to be honest, because of several issues that I had with the platform. I did a couple of things. I upgraded my existing i5 6-core to an A9 quad-core CPU. I even considered upgrading my GeForce RTX 2070 to something newer, which wouldn't have helped. Both things wouldn't have helped, to be honest. And just 2 days ago, from a friend's friend of mine, she's actually online on Twitch since a couple of years now and doing a really good job there. So my heads up to Nerdy Princess. If you wanna watch her, just do it. It's a stream in German. She's playing a lot of like shooters and tactical things, and most recently, I think she will start streaming a little bit of Twitch gameplay as well. So she explained to me one essential thing about Twitch, which means it's about bandwidth sharing and dropped frames and things like that. And I was having a huge issue with dropped frames, to be honest. So the thing is, you need to play your game in low quality settings and stream in even lower quality settings just to make sure that the stream runs something like almost about to be smoothly on Twitch. And that's something I finally decided is not going to work with me, as I'm eager to share high quality content with a good resolution, most likely 4K, good sound quality. And yeah, this is what I am up for. This is what my channel is all about, because that's what I actually wanted to do in the very first place. So I decided to cut back on my efforts here on, yeah, like publishing Twitch content that at least doesn't fulfill the purpose I'm up for. Yeah. And so I decided to go back to YouTube. Thanks for all of you guys following me so far. I'm really happy about it, and I'm sorry for not being there for quite a while now. This won't happen again. I will not move back to Twitch because of whatever reason, unless they are improving their services and their capabilities of using the platform for guys like me who, yeah, enjoy streaming high quality content, because that's what I'm actually in for, and I'm not in for like this low quality thingy that others might share, which doesn't mean that their content is not good, but their stream quality or streaming quality is not as well as I would like it to be for my channel. So today, to celebrate this moment and celebrate me Ben coming back to City Skylines, I considered starting a new city, the city of Verville here, in one of those beautiful areas that come with the game. I think it's within one of those probably touristy extensions, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm starting fresh and new here. And as always, I'm going to share a couple of tips and hints with you right from the start. Um, so, usually at the very beginning of the game, as far as or as long as I don't have any like huge developments or huge possibilities here on my maps, I'm starting with those two-lane gravel roads because I experienced, well, it's usually enough for the beginning to start with something like that. 36, and I'm always, by the way, going for not 10 unit squares but 12 unit squares, which leaves me with enough space, yeah, to make sure that after progressing in the game a little bit further, and after I'm able to use different, or I have to use different roads, I'm doing usually way better with 12 by 12 squares, or at least when I have the length of 12, because yeah, quickly gonna show you, even though it doesn't make sense at the moment, but let me drop in, or just imagine the situation. I'm dropping in one piece of that bigger road. You can see what happens. My available building zones get reduced by 1 square on each side. So when I have 12 by 12 and I go for the biggest road like here and there, I still have the full capacity of 8 squares between 2 roads for my citizens to develop their houses, for companies moving in and everything else. And that's the reason why I'm going for 12 by 12 squares, if possible, or as long as possible. Of course, if the landscape doesn't offer me that option, I'm not choosing it. And there is another thing I'm usually doing which I got used to doing actually, uh, because I want to extend my highway network at a certain point to down here for sure. Want to have the highway running through my town, and therefore I need a lot of space, so I'm leaving at the very beginning like 5 squares, um, just to make sure that my city has enough room to grow. Hopefully that works. Yeah, it does work. And especially I'm not running into any issues with my highway connection over here. And for the very beginning, which is a bit unfortunate to be honest, because I don't like having a lot of industries, as you guys might know, in my towns or in my cities, I still have to put or give industries a little bit of room to evolve. And for that reason, I'm putting down an industrial zone like at the very beginning here, a little bit farther away from the rest of my town. Over here I'm just laying out a commercial zone, so that should be it. Yeah, and from now on, you see I spent almost, I think 10,000, or is 20,000, probably 20,000, on like um, the road layout. I will take care of the supplies here right away from the beginning, and yeah, there's another thing I'm doing or handling probably a little bit different than other city builders here on YouTube. I think most of them are trying to be as efficient as possible with their water network. And what I'm trying to do is I usually stick to my road layout to be as realistic as possible right from the start with the water network area and layout in my town. And that's the reason why I'm following most of the time my road layout. As long as it's possible. So everything's sorted out. I have to make sure that I'm taking care of the water treatment, like here. It's really important. And what is this? Eco. Should we go for the eco? I think I'm going for the eco right away. Even though it's a bit more expensive in the very beginning, but I don't want to waste any like resources and not cause too many like pollution or polluted areas in my town. So I'm in for this here. This will get a residential zone as well. And this will become another residential zone here, right on the shoreline of the river. And same for this here. And we'll need a couple of commercial zones. Those two, and I will definitely need some industries. right at the very beginning of my city here. So, yeah, I think now I reached a state where I can let the game run. Of course, I'll be using a little bit of money right from the start, but hopefully things will sort themselves out quite soon. Because right now it's just about losing money for a little while. I reached the hamlet, I got the elementary schools, the medical clinic, the recycling center, and the community school. So recycling is the first thing I will need in my town, so I'm covering that. There are a couple of folks out there who say, well, it's maybe not that important at the very beginning to put down something like schools and other things like that. But honestly, my experience is that most people or most citizens really prefer moving into a town that already has a couple of schools and other amenities. I have a doctor's office, I have a school, I have a recycling center, so everything's good. I shouldn't run into any issues now. And for now, I just have to let the game run for a little while. Um, up to the point where I'll make a little bit more money. Guarding the current setup. Yeah, and now I'm running into power issues. Those should be solved as soon as possible, because this will cause some issues with progressing in the game at the very beginning. So now I have industries coming in, and usually industries are spending a lot of money, leaving a lot of money on the tax account, which is really helpful. And now you see the first cars coming in, and what I'm doing right from the start here is taking care of the lane management, so I can use emergency services, police departments right now. I'm just pausing the game very quickly, like that. You only go there, you only go there, and you're the one who that only goes there. I gotta remove those roads here for sure, because I don't need them. And yeah, I'll be taking care of the lane management again, like this, like that, like this. And I think you can go there, you can go there. So probably, I don't know, let's set it for 80. No, I'm sorry. So no, that's not what I intended to do. I just wanted to make sure that no people are crossing here. Because that's something you wouldn't want to happen. No people are crossing here. None of those guys are moving here. Yeah, I think we're good to go from there, because I'm already earning like almost 2,000 per week, which is good. And I have to remove the parking options for people here. You're ridiculous. There is no way you can park on and off ramps. No way you will be able to park here. Just removing everything right from the very beginning. So the industrial demand is currently higher than any other demand, as I can see. But I'll still let the game run for a couple more minutes just to make sure that I'm progressing a little bit further. And as I expected it to happen, I'll need a few more industrial zones here. Now I reached a tiny town level. Congratulations on that. And I'm putting in a few more industrial zones here. Then I should also make sure that I'm covering health situation here. I'm putting down a fire department. I'm putting down a police station. And I think that's probably it for now. And I'm now replacing, and that's the stage where I usually start with replacing existing roads. I'm now replacing a couple of roads here in my residential zones. Yeah, people love it. They are already giving me the green happy smiles. So I'm replacing that. Replacing the commercial part here as well. And that's about it for now. And I'm also replacing the 3-lane one-way, and that's a 4-lane, so I'm replacing this here as well. I'm upgrading my roundabout here very quickly. Making sure that people can't park anywhere here. Then again, I unfortunately have to do the lane management thingy. So you go there, you only go there. But that kind of roundabout, of course, I should have used. I was a bit surprised, to be honest, but I should have used the 3-lane right away from the very beginning. This does not give me too many headaches, actually, because yeah, it's still fine for me here. Yeah, it wouldn't have cost too high costs at all, so I could have used those at the very beginning already. Now I'm upgrading also the industrial thing here, because that will improve the traffic situation within the industrial zone as well. And I need to upgrade my power supplies here. I don't have enough money for that yet, but I'll soon get it, so no worries about that. And since I can use parks now, I usually tend to separate commercial zones from residential zones, at least by a little bit. And for that reason, I'm putting down one park area here. Belmont Meadows. And I add in like a small main gate for now. Just speed things up a little bit to make sure that I can soon use side gates. Oh, why aren't you in a park area? Okay, maybe I'll extend you a little bit. And I need more like wind turbines in town, because otherwise I'll be running into issues with my power supply. That's actually something, of course, I know there are a couple of you are going for the coal mine, the coal power plant, I'm sorry. I'm usually not doing that, but just because of one reason, which means pollution. I'm going for the bit more expensive, like power plants, the wind turbines at the very start of the game and put down a few more of them. The other reason why I'm doing this is I'm saving that way a little bit of money alongside the road. Because just putting down very quickly a fence here around the park area. Shoot. Oh, if that didn't work properly, that works good. So this park is now closed for, not for the public, of course, but it's closed for trespassers. Every park needs a cafe. At least in my town, in my cities, I always put down like a park cafe. Yeah, this comes actually from the fact that when I first traveled to Japan, this was so obvious that in Japan you never have any issues with getting a coffee in a park, and you never ran into any issues regarding going to the restrooms. And that's something I'm adopting for my city skylines builds here on my channel. just letting things run for a little bit. Yeah, the industrial demand is really killing me right now. But it's not really killing me. Now I'm running into water issues, of course. So let's put down another one here. And I'm expanding my industrial zone a little bit further down, even though I'm destroying a lot of forest areas, unfortunately. Well, again, 12 units, 24 units. Whoa. Don't use a bridge, please. Ah, come on, no. Can't give me any troubles here. Yeah, better. And another 12 and 24 and 12 again. I would not have needed actually a new in here. Just should have realized that. I simply forgot to put down new water pipes. And from there, upgrading these roads already. Because it makes way more sense. Right from the start. Now I need to put in, things can progress quite quickly, as you can see, as I already have to expand my commercial zones here, as people demand a lot more commercial zones within their premises. And I can also think about expanding this road up here, remove that bit of road, and add in maybe a secondary thing here. And we'll put down a few more commercials. Should I have a commercial zone here? No, better not. I'm using this here. Now I'm taking care of my industrial area here by putting down new fire station, and I already do need, but I still can't use my favorite, like power supplies. For that reason, I'm just continuing to put down more like wind turbines, and I'm thinking about the school coverage as well. That might be nice to have. Oh, but this one kind of so loads of people are coming into town, and I'm thinking about, yeah, I guess I will add in this here. Then I'll add in something like a one-way, two-lane road into my industrial zone, because this will help me with bringing things a little bit forward, taking care of the traffic situation here. I think that should be working fine and nicely. So the industrial demand is still very, very high. So probably I'm thinking about putting down a farm in case I can already use that. Yeah, I could. So let me define. Will be quite huge because I'll try to level up this farm as soon as possible to a level 5 farm. What I'm starting with at the very beginning is this here. Let's put down just 7 units for the very beginning. I experienced that when you, well, of course, when you put down your main building, this is usually quite helpful because then you can organize all the things around your main building. That's what I'll basically do right now. Just thinking, okay, 6 units, this is 1, 2 more. This should be working out nicely because I'm planning a little bit bigger than the building currently is. The reason for that is that I plan to have like a center within all the farm fields, and the center is basically my main building of the farm, and I want to have the workers' barracks that are available at the later stage of the game to be close by the center of the farm. And for that reason, I'm usually working like this. So now let me think about, yeah, the industrial zone, back to the farm thing. I want to have like a small crop field here, small crop field there, a small one here, another small one there, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Put down a few more, 2 more here. So now it's all about having corn, cotton. So what I'm usually going for is wheat, corn, and cotton, and the greenhouse, whatever that's producing, like vegetables. And then I have apples, oranges, pears, and another greenhouse here. Yeah, so I put down my farm here, and I want to rename it to River Ranch. And hopefully I can make it soon enough to next level as long as I have enough power again in my town. So I'm putting down, that's something I'm, by the way, using occasionally. It's like I'm putting down a wind turbine right next to my farm, which is not a bad choice because it's an additional power supply, so why not use it? I have enough workers already. Just need to wait until I produce enough resources. And yeah, are people using this park? Yes, they are. In the meantime, I'm just putting down a few more amenities here. Sure that people can enjoy their stay a little bit better. Like this, ooh, not so nice. Park chess and checkerboard. And a few more power supplies again. Fortunately, I still can't use. Wondering if I should use one of these. Could I? Whoa, out of town, honestly. That must be a mistake. Yeah, however, I just did it. Maybe it was because I was using the anarchy mod, which is, well, quite unusual to be honest. But it's slowly becoming something like an industrial town. I don't like this. Well, at least not really. Because that's not my intention for this town, but the demand is so high. So I think I might have to expand my industrial area a little bit more, which is something I definitely don't like for the moment. Just putting down some regular roads here in my farmland. Then hopefully we'll reach level 2 pretty quickly. For my river ranch, so it's still a couple of resources missing. But soon I reached level 2. It's good. Yep, farmland was upgraded, and this gives me the other option to put down my workers barracks that I've been talking about at the very beginning of putting down this farm. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay, then the anarchy mod doesn't help, of course. Yeah, now I've got enough workers. Barracks here. So I'm curious how this thing, yeah, 410 and 350 is the level I need to reach. And yeah, I'm extending this part in my commercial area a bit more. And I'll define that as a local, like local produce area that only offers locally produced products. That way I can usually keep the demand high for all farming products. That's what I'm intending with adding in this type of commercial zone here. Because it will solve finally some issues here with my farmland. Can't use the bigger squares like a small here. Some cattle shed. Well, I'll take care of that later. Just curious to see where things are going with this farm. Production shouldn't be an issue. Soon reach the other level. But I haven't reached the level of workers yet. And some milk parlor. Oh, some. What was that? A flour mill. And maybe. I know that those are causing a little bit of traffic here. But still, I'm gonna have these balanced, small grain, fine. That was another cow thingy. So I need to expand my farm even further. Up here, at least for now. For things like that, actually it's sometimes really handy, or it comes in really handy when you're having like the when you're having the Move It mod installed. This is really helpful. A couple of potatoes, chips, the local chips production. So you don't have enough of that, so now I'm taking care of inventory. Can I ignore it? Can I or can't I? That's always a bit troublesome. To ignore things like this. Because currently they are complaining they don't have enough workers. And I definitely need to put down a bridge here. But therefore I'll need more money for sure. It's here? Oh no. I'm sorry. That was stupid. That was really stupid. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's causing some issues now. But not any longer. just removing that kind of bridge here and move you up there. That's better. So 24 is what I need. Six again. 12. That's 36. And soon I'll be putting down a few more schools here. That's the first thing. Oh, maybe the doctor's office is the first thing. That will be important. Then I need the elementary school soon after. Oh, and first of all, some water lines. Oh shoot, I sometimes just forget about that, to be honest. It's not really good. I'm putting down some water lines here. Because otherwise people will stop moving in, for sure. They absolutely have every right to do so. So now I'm going for the elementary school here. Nice. And I need a high school. Oh, this is really huge. This is really huge. Why should I put down such a huge high school? Phew. Oh my gosh. Maybe just not yet. So first putting down like a bus depot. And I want to have a couple of bus stations. Like this, like that. So you should at least all benefit from that, and as soon as I'm putting down bus stations, I'm also preventing my citizens to park on the roadside, because that's not really helpful. At least not on the major roads here. I'm taking care of that. Removing all the parking at outsides here. So that. So please park all in your designated areas, but not on the roadside. Something I don't like issues with. So if you're pressing, by the way, the shift button, it removes like the bus line on every piece. So as you can see, if I'm not pressing it, it removes it just for that piece of road, but not for the rest, as it does with the shift button pressed. So I'm always pressing the shift button because usually I want to get those parking options removed from everywhere on the road. So not just one piece, but as many pieces as possible. So now parking is allowed here. I also have to make sure that I'm disallowing the parking options here. As you can see, it did the whole square at once. And yeah, that doesn't work. Guys, you can't park where the trucks are coming in. You'll only run into troubles without transportation. Back and forth. Transporting the goods back and forth. It's no good. So I think Meadows entertainment level. So I need to take care of the entertainment level. And what am I doing for this? I don't have a lot of other options. I have to park maybe in the park cafe. Why not? A second one. Is that already enough? Not yet. So for entertainment, restrooms are always a good option. Now I have level 3. And since I want to attract a couple of more citizens here to my park, I'm adding a few gazebos where you can actually spend some time in and relax and enjoy yourself. And finally, putting down some beautiful bamboo trees. Maybe a tree grow as well. Oh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. And a few single trees as well. So my demand for residential zones is really huge still. Very, very huge. So I'm going to expand my city here, even a bit further. And then there's something I wanted to do. Quite quickly. And this is like putting down a, what is it called? It's a high school. Putting down an elementary school here too. So with those buses, I'm already, let's say, reducing the amount of traffic in town. Putting down one fire station, just to make sure that people are safe here. One, let's say, police station, why not? So now it's level 3 farm, which is good, so I can remove some of those crop structures and replace them with bigger pastries. Not the pastries, but like medium crop fields. Yeah, let it run a little bit. Just again waiting. Until I've got enough money. And then, okay, corn looks good. Wheat is something we need. Potatoes. And let's go for another wheat production here. So the farm is slowly growing bigger. Let's have a look at the water supplies. Sewage treatment. Yeah, water availability is good, but the sewage treatment is getting a bit worse here. Something I want to take care of as soon as possible. Using the eco thing here. Connected, so that's fine. Just wondering, tank reservoir. $25K, so I'm still waiting for that. And can I finally use? No, still can't. I'm waiting for this here. need 4,400 or 7,000, so maybe I should just wait for the 7,000 as long as I can cover most of the things here with the current setup. So I'm still playing in 1 square, and that's something that I'm going to change now. For 24. Oh, I'm sorry. That's fine. 12. Can't use these high-res residentials yet, but that's something I'll follow in a few minutes as soon as it's possible. And putting down more water pipes. Oh, I don't like this. Why? Is it paused? Yeah, it's paused. Just removing a bit of it. So I don't want you to stick to the grid. So now you can again stick to it. Fine. That's good. That's good. Perfect. Awesome-y. Awesome-y. Okay, let things roll. Let people move in. And in the meantime, as you can see, for some really interesting reason, the demand for industrial zones almost vanished. So I'm removing parts of my industrial zones here just to let the soil recover from pollution. Some of the trees are coming back. I'm closely watching whether the demand for industries will rise again. This will give me some, benefit as well with my like consumption of energy. Maybe but what really drops is the weekly income. So I'm taking care of my taxes here and raise these to 11%. That's something you can easily do. I even tried it at 12%, but the progress is a little bit slower. So as long as I don't need it, no reason to go for the 12. And I'm again disallowing you guys to park here. I'm sorry. You need to build your houses suitable for parking situation. Or the parking space that you will need. So both are fine. Good. Traffic is getting slowly better. Then I'm putting down one more bus line, which starts here, goes to there, stops here, stops there. thinking, can I move you? Yeah. Can. That should work out nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do now, and right before I'm ending this episode, for my City Builders channel here on YouTube, I'm going to purchase a couple more squares. I could only purchase 2. Oh no. Well, I was maybe over enthusiastic doing that. However, those are the squares that I used and have chosen. Here I have huge farmland, which is something I will definitely not need, as I'll have my farm here. Probably delete that little commercial zone over time, and yeah, we'll see how and what we can do from there. So at that current stage, I would really like to thank you for coming back, seeing me, and visiting me here on my City Builders channel on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys being here. To be honest, I'm not going to switch back channels to some different service like Twitch, because that's not really helpful for me. As the channel is not the best platform for my kind of content, at least for the high quality approach that I'm having here. So thanks again for tuning in. Even if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please consider doing that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope to see you soon back on my channel here. Have a good time, stay safe, and come back soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.